Okay. The amount of people, male and female, with mental health problems has gone up since 1993 by about 45%, according to Mind.org in 2020. As a person who has struggled with mental health for almost half my life and is diagnosed and medicated for depression, I will be taking a moment today to spread awareness. Mental health has become increasingly a large issue in the world today, and I feel that it should be addressed accordingly. Mental health can be dangerous if ignored, so we should take time to learn about it. And I will be talking about how mental illnesses have affected me throughout my life, what they can look like, and how to address them. I started to get a taste of mental illnesses in middle school. Throughout elementary school, I was a straight A's kind of kid. I spent a lot of time, like any other kid, playing with toys and letting my imagination run wild. By the time I got to middle school, I remember feeling burnt out. My grades were slipping, and I was I spent more time asleep than awake. And I didn't care about my schoolwork, and I was in what they call survival mode. Survival mode is when a person spends their time trying to stay alive. They are doing the basic things to keep themselves alive and little else. It's too difficult to simply care. A typical day in my life looked like this. Wake up, go to school, go to practice, go home, sleep, doom school, and sleep again. I've been diagnosed with both depression and anxiety, like many other people today. These mental illnesses have become more and more common, and we need to be aware. This was a very unhealthy lifestyle, but everyone's mental illnesses, not everyone's mental illnesses look like this. There are many different kinds of mental illnesses. The World Health Organization from 2022 says that depression and anxiety are the most common and well known, but there are many more. I'll list off a few. There's bipolar disorder, which causes a wide range of mood swings in a matter of moments. There's post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, which is caused by stressful situations and causes a person to avoid certain situations because of its link with their past. There's schizophrenia, which causes a person to hallucinate realistic people or situations. There is neurodevelopmental disorders, which is like ADHD and autism, which affect the brain in a number of ways. And then there are eating disorders, which are caused by a person's mental state, causing them to get a lot, or to eat a lot or very little to appease their mind. There are many more, but those are just a few of the most popular ones, or most well known. They are all dangerous if left untreated because of the risk they leave the person in. These mental illnesses often give people depressive thoughts, which is why depression is so common. A lot of times, if a person has one mental illness, they will also have depression, according to the National Alliance on Mental Illnesses from 2018. The good news is that there are many ways to get help. Getting help can feel like the hardest part of the battle, but as soon as you're in the pool, swimming comes easy. I had a hard time asking for help, but once I did, I had no regrets. I remember being in the car with my mom when I asked. I felt the need to work up the courage and everything. Once I asked her, it felt like a weight was taken off my shoulders. Therapy has been very helpful for me. There are many different ways to go about it for every individual. And sometimes you have to test the waters and decide if you like the person or not. I went through 4 different people in my journey, and I really like the person I have now. There are also many options, like doing it online if you don't feel comfortable doing it face-to-face. It is important to know about mental health and how to go about it. And like how to recover. And overall, it's important to know what different kinds of mental health can look like. And sometimes the signs are subtle, and sometimes they are more apparent. You just have to know how to go about helping yourself. Educate yourself on mental health, and if someone you know is struggling, seek help. Let's work together to lower the percentage.